Envy not thy oppressor, for thy oppressor's ways lead to death and destruction. Shalom, Akims. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. We'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of the great millstone that taught us his truth, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elects who's out there pushing his truth in sincerity. Okay? And so, Shalom, Akims and Aquims. This is your Hebrew Israelite brother, Mashaba, here in the city of Detroit. We're making this video concerning envy and jealousy. Envying thy enemies. Okay, having envy in thy heart. Envying the ways of the sinners. Sometimes, you can't, help yourself when you see your enemy doing so well and so wonderful. It seems like they're not going through any afflictions. But you yourself, you are going through afflictions. And you're not seeing your enemies going through anything to seem like they're down or oppressed or depressed about anything. But you going through hell. Remember, Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, when you come to the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. There's all types of temptations and calamity and temptations and different things that are going to come to you. Not so much as calamities, but so much as the different things that Yahweh is going to take you through. Okay, to bring you through the fires of the furnace of adversity. Okay, because if you're going to call yourself his son or his daughter, if you're going to call yourself Yahweh's son or daughter, if you're going to call yourself Yahweh Shai's brother or sister, well, guess what? You're going to be taken through some things. Okay? It's not a bed of roses when you come to the Lord. Okay? He's going to test you to see if you're strong. Okay? He's going to see if you're strong. And if not, then he's going to make you stronger. That's if he's dealing with you. Okay? Revelation chapter 21, verse 7. He who overcometh inherit all things. I will be his power. He will be my son. Okay? If you are someone that Yahweh has chosen from the very beginning, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4 and 5. If he's chosen you from the very beginning, before the foundation of the earth, then guess what? You're going to be, then you are a hopeful elect a man or and hopefully elect woman. Okay? Because you've been chosen. Because you women, those of you that are hopeful elects that was following Yahweh Shai during the time when he was going through what he was going through, okay, his trials and tribulations, and going through the different things that he went through, following him as he carried his crossbeam on his last walk. Okay, many of you women were there, and y'all are still here now, following Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we got hopeful elect men and hopeful elect ladies. Okay, and see, so you women, y'all are being prepared and made ready for us hopeful elect men. Okay, and see, so all this was Romans chapter 8, verse 23 through 32, I think that is, predestined. Like I said before, everyone's footsteps are ordered either to the right or to the left. The sheep or the goat. Okay. Either into the book of life or the book of death. Okay. That's not something that you can get around. Okay. And so all our footsteps are ordered. So let's go into this word. I want to see. Let's see. Let's go in here. It is still available. We're not trying to do this and pull this out the way. Okay, we're going into different scriptures concerning envy and jealousy. Okay, because Yahweh, he is a jealous God. Okay, Second Ezra chapter 16. Yahweh, he don't like it when you deck yourself out, your clothes, and deck out your houses and your homes and all these things. He don't like for you to do all that. That angers him, you know. And see what this is saying. This is James chapter 3, verse 16. Now this is the let's see, do we got it up here where we can push for the King James version? Okay, that's the main one we really want. All these others. Anyway, let's just go with what we got. Okay. This is James chapter 3, verse 16. Okay. Hold on. For where jealousy and selfish, hold on. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exists, there will be disorder and every foul practice. That because that's the way our people are. Okay, envying and being a part of the ways of the Edomites and the heathens. Our people, being the 2/3, they want to live like them, do like them, be like them. And remember, it's not the Edomites or the heathen nations that are under such scrutiny as we are, because we are the ones, us Israelites, we are the ones that Yahweh gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to. He didn't give it to the rest of the world, he gave them to us. See, so we didn't live accordingly. That's the reason why we're being punished. Okay? That's the reason why we're being punished. They're not being punished because they're just being punished because they wicked. They wicked. I think it's what Psalm chapter 7 verse 11. Yahweh is angry. Yahweh judges the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. Every day, He judges us because we did not obey His law, statutes, and commandments. But He judges them. I mean, He's angry with them because they just wicked. Okay, they just wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? And so James chapter 4, verse 2 and 3, we're going to read through these kind of quickly. We'll try to. Don't want the video going too long. You desire and do not have. So you murder, you covet and you cannot obtain. So you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive because you ask wrongly to spend it on your passions. And that is the way our people are. Our people is caught up into that. Okay, caught up into being where we don't know how to ask. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. If they would just call upon my name and then turn from their wicked ways, I'd be quick to hear from heaven. Okay? Okay? First our people gotta call upon my name. Call upon the name of the Lord. They gotta come into the understanding and who Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is. First of all, are people still going around calling on God and Jesus and Jehovah, and Yahweh, you know, and Buddha and Elijah Muhammad and all these other Farrakhan and TD Fakes and Joyce Liars and all these here, different entities other than Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You got to call upon the name of the true living God, the true living Elohia. Okay? That's what you must do. Call upon him. And then turn from your wicked ways. Once you call upon him, he make it a bit more easier for you to turn from your wicked ways, because then what? 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 10 verse 13, I think that is. Okay? 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13, right? When Yahweh makes a way out for us, he does not place upon us more than we can bear. Okay, he make a way out for us. Okay? Because this is what he does. But for his sons and his daughters, he makes a way for us. Okay? And we do not ask, our people do not ask. Okay, we don't ask. We don't ask and even know how to ask correctly, or even how to get into the realm of it. Right now, the us hopeful elects are here pushing this truth, so that our people can come into understanding and know the things what they supposed to do. If they would only but what listen. If they would only but listen. Yahweh Shah said, if I would not have not come, and if I would not have spoken, they would not have sinned. Now that I've come, and now that I've spoken, now they no longer have any cloaking for their sins. Okay? People can't say anything now. Okay? They got to come into this truth. Okay? And ask correctly, so they can have the things that they desire. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 30. Okay? A a tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. And that's true. Because, see, when people envy, they fall away from the word. The word having what? The spiritual power, Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, the word is a double-edged sword cutting both bone and marrow, okay, and the spirit. So when you have the word within you, then you have that tranquil heart that gives life to the flesh. Okay? Remember, John chapter 6, verse 63. It is the spirit that quickens the flesh. The body gaineth nothing. The words that I speak to you, they are of spirit and they are of life. You see? The word. The word. Then that's when you have life to your flesh. When you have the word. Okay? So you must go for what? That spiritual edification. That spiritual food. That spiritual meat. That spiritual meat. That is what I'm giving you now. That spiritual meat for your spirit. Your spirit can hear this clearly. But this is a spiritual rhythm unto the spirit. A spiritual rhythm unto the spirit. Okay? James chapter 3, verse 14. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. Okay? Because you can't be true to the truth if you have bitterness in your heart. You can't. Because you won't be able to receive the spirit, because you'll be what? Stuck in that bitterness that prevents you from letting go and receiving the truth of the spirit. Okay. Now here we go right here. What's that? 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. Wasn't I just saying that? I was just saying that. And see, no temptations has overtaken you, and that is not okay common to man. Okay, because it is the natural bearing of the indignations of the Lord, because we have sinned against Him. Okay, Yahweh is faithful, and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. Okay, more than you can bear, he will not place it more on you than you can bear, because He has what? Mercy upon you. Okay. He has mercy upon you. Okay. But with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape. Okay. Those of us who are escaped, okay, of situations or different things, is because Yahweh has made a way out for us. Okay. That we may escape. Okay. Okay. That you may be able to endure it. Okay. Okay, that's the reason why we're able to endure the different things that we are able to endure, because Yahweh had prepared and made a way out for us, and we know this. Yahweh is standing up, speaking up, and fighting for us, making our enemies into a footstool for us to rest the heels of our feet upon. Okay, because when it's to the point where if we can no matter what we do, we don't did all we can do. The fight is no longer ours. It's all in the spirit. Then that's when it's up to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. And that's the reason why what we wait on who? Yahweh Shai to rise up on and pray. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Okay. Because his desire is to gather all the nations and to pour out his wrath and indignation upon them. Okay. And he got a right to do so as well. You know what I'm saying? Proverbs chapter 27, verse 4. Oh, helpful. Wrath is cruel. Anger is overwhelming. But who can stand before jealousy? Okay, because a jealous heart is willing to defy what's right or wrong. Is willing to defy all sense of reasoning. It's just operating on jealousy. Okay, and many men have killed. Okay, and women have killed because of what? Jealousy in their heart. Okay. James chapter 3, verse 14 and 15. Did we just do this? I said, and 15. This is not the. Okay, and let's see. Ambition of the heart, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not the wisdom that comes down from above. Okay, because falsehood is not the wisdom that comes down from above. Remember, Sirach chapter 19, verse 22. The wisdom of wickedness is not wisdom. The wickedness of wisdom is not knowledge. The wickedness of wisdom is not knowledge. Because just because you know how to do something wickedly, some wickedness, either something wickedly or something wicked, that doesn't mean that you have knowledge. What you just simply have is wickedness. That's all you have. It's just wickedness and folly to the heart. Okay, because remember, the truth comes down to us from up above. That understanding, Matthew chapter 13. Okay, remember that. Okay, and this wisdom and knowledge, Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. We have to remember that. Okay, we have to remember that. That's what this wisdom is about, knowledge and wisdom. See, so remember, having the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Okay, this is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but is earthly. Okay, earthly and unspiritual and demonic. You see that? It's not spiritual, okay? It's demonic. And you had to remember that. You had to remember these things, okay? And so let's see. Let's going on to the next one. You see, so don't be envying them just because your enemy done figured out a way to get over on the system, and do this and do that and stuff. Whatever you have to do, you do what you have to do. But make sure you're not trying to envy and do things in the same mannerism of those who are the wicked, because they have a just reward of their judgment that's coming for them. You got to remember that. A day of judgment is coming for them. And so, in Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 through 21 reads, Now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual morality, impurity, sensationality, duality, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, revelry, dissensions, divisions, envy, drunkenness, orgies, and things like these. I warn you, as I warned you before, that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Okay? So that makes it plain and clear right there. That makes it plain and clear right there. That's self-explanatory. By envying the other nations and doing what they do and being a part of what they being a part of is all part of a spirit. Okay, that the seraphims that have been placed in charge over the Edomites, heathens, and the 2/3 to make sure that they don't understand this truth, don't see this truth, don't hear this truth, or even understand the truth. The eyes are made shut and the ears are made heavy where they can't even hear it, and their heart is made thick so they can't even fat so they can't even hear this truth, can't even understand it, can't see it. Okay, why? Because all of that is part of a pathway for the wicked, for them to be stumbled. That is for them to be stumbled into all those different types of ways to be. Remember, as children of the Most High, we are ambassadors to the kingdom of heaven. And we are to conduct ourselves in a way that is not of that of the heathens. So envy not thy Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31. Envy not thy oppressor and learn none of their ways, for their ways lead to death. Okay, and destruction. We have to remember that. So don't envy them. Don't be a part of what they do. So what? You see them riding and cruising in a car, you gotta walk or catch the bus. Plus you gotta walk and your feet hurt and stuff. Their feet don't hurt. Their feet are just fine. And they driving on by, bam, bam, and blowing. And they get to work and talk about how they seen you walking with a limp and stuff. So when you get to work, everybody laughing at you and your limp. It piss you off. It pisses you off. Their day of judgment is coming. They're going to get their just right reward, okay, for their wickedness against you. Okay, for their wickedness against you. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 3. Okay. For you are still of the flesh, for while there is jealousy and strife among you, are you not of the flesh, and behaving only in a human way? A human way, you see, because it is natural of the human flesh, the human body, to always be trying to do something to lure you from your righteousness of the spirit to serve the flesh in wickedness. You have to realize this at all times, because we are placed in these bodies. These bodies are prisons for us to receive our judgment in. Okay, that's why we are all ancient spirits reincarnated into these present day physical bodies. So we can face judgment for the transgressions of the law, transgressions against Yahweh that we've done in our past lives, okay? That we have to pay for, okay? And through the judgments that are levied upon us inside this physical body. When Yahweh shall come to redeem us, come to buy us, because he's already shedded his blood for us, then that's how we receive mercy now. Okay, and we shall be lifted up and freed out of the prison of these corruptible bodies, and then we will go into our incorruptible, okay, immortal bodies, okay, no longer being human, okay, subject to the wrath of judgments levied upon incorrupt flesh. Now we are in flesh that's corruptible. Judgments levied upon the flesh that's corruptible. Once we go into the spiritual realm, into our spiritual body, once Yahweh Shai gets here, then we will no longer be receiving judgments levied down upon this corruptible body. Because we will be in an incorruptible body. Okay, a body that is of supernatural spiritual righteousness and pure energy. Okay, and of righteous order. Okay. And so we will be proper then. Okay. When that time comes, when Yahweh Shai gets here. Okay. And so let's read this next one. Okay. Romans chapter 12, verse 21. Do not be overcome by evil. Eve meaning times, ill meaning bad, evil, bad times. Okay, but overcome evil with good. Okay, with good. So by doing good helps you to overcome bad times, because there's a sense of goodness in your spirit that you'll receive by doing good, and that overweighs and overwhelms whatever evil times, bad times, upon you. That's just like whenever, you constantly worried about something, you see some people, what they do. They get up and start doing something. Why? Because, it will give you a better sense that you're doing something to achieve something better, rather than to just be sitting there dwelling in your self-pity. Okay? And so you can lift yourself up. Okay? And it's very difficult to do. But for many, 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 many years, I've had to self-motivate. I've had to give myself the inspiration that I wasn't getting from nowhere else and nobody else, And so the Lord would place the Spirit upon me to get up and do the things that I would need to do in order to handle my affairs and tackle whatever issues that would be facing me, whatever temptations and different things. And it's not always easy to motivate yourself. It's not. I'm not going to sit there and try to make it like it's easy, because it's not. It's not. But you can do it. And once you get started doing it, it becomes a routine, because it'll become your coping mechanism and you're part of your coping skills to self-motivate, to self-motivate instantly, even on the spot, and growing the thick skin and realizing the world is what it is. Everybody ain't going to be nice to you. Everybody ain't going to be nice to you. And guess what? You don't want everybody to be nice to you. Because not everybody being nice to you is being nice to you for good reason. They have other alternative motives, behind what they're doing. So you have to remember that too. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 through 8. If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers, and because remember, as prophets, we do have powers. We do have powers. And understanding all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith. See, because all this goes together, having the knowledge, knowing and understanding the mysteries and the different things and the knowledge. That's the reason why we read Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. Eat this roll, so we can understand this truth, understand this word, and the mysteries thereof. And this is only done so by precepts. You must learn this word by precepts, so that the way you may teach it by precept. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 through 15. Psalm chapter 119, verse 114. Psalm chapter 119, verse 94. And there's more. And goes with this is faith. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. I fought the good fight. I studied the course. I kept the faith. Henceforth is a crown of righteousness laid up for me, but not just for me only, but for all those who love his appearance, who love the coming of the Lord. Remember that. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakudash. And if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but have not love, then that's faith without works. Okay. And works without faith. Okay. I am nothing if I give away all I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. You see. Now remember this. Remember this. There's a certain degree of love we're talking about. We're not talking about that blind love like that the Christians are getting. And they always walking around telling some God is good all the time. God is love. God is the Christian that believes that God is all love, and He don't do no type of hating. And He don't hate. He don't afflict you. He don't do all the different things, calamities. He don't do all these things. Yes, He does. The Almighty Father does these things. Yes, He does. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6 and 7. And Job chapter 5, verse 17 and 18. And Isaiah chapter 45, verse 5 through 7. Makes it clear. The Lord said, I alone do all these things. Okay? So we have to understand that and remember that. Okay? And remember that. Okay? And does not envy of boast. It is not arrogant of or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. Okay. Okay. So we remember that. Okay. About love. Okay. So, because that too will cause a person to, one way or another, envy and have jealousy in their heart. Okay? If they don't have any love in their heart. Okay? Already for themselves. That they're not so envious and jealous of others. Okay? Okay? Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. Because many people do that. They watching the neighbor's TV, they eat the neighbor's food and drinking the neighbor's water and driving the neighbor's car. Everything of their neighbors. Okay. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. And if they screwing the neighbor's wife, and she all for it because she just a Miss Harlot. Okay, that's part of her reproach. The filth of the daughters of Zion. Or his male servant. You got your neighbor's servant, his person that does his running for him. You got that person running for you. Okay, or his female servant. You got his female servant running for you, doing what you want and stuff. Or his ox. You doing what you want with his power tools and you hit the different things. His donkey or anything that is your neighbor's. Okay, because you envy what he got. You envy what she got. You ain't got these things because you're not equipped within the spirit to have these things, presented and given to you by the Almighty, because you have a strifeful heart. You have a contrite heart. You are not trying to have a relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so that He'll provide all these things for you. So instead, you see your neighbor being blessed, so because he's in the Word, he's doing like he's supposed to. He's pushing the truth. So he's got this, that, and the other, and you just going over coveting whatever your neighbor got. You better stop and think. You need to start having a relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and never mind having such a relationship with the world. James chapter 4, verse 4. Do ye not know that friendship with the world is enmity with Yahweh? Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Kakodash. 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. And one who does not love does not know Yahweh, because Yahweh is love. Okay? Yahweh is love. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 12. Okay? Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. Okay? Okay? And so, and this is true, love does. Okay? Because when one has love in his or her own heart, you're not concerned about whatever your neighbor's doing. You're concerned about your relationship with who? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? That's what you're concerned with. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay? And so, we're going to read a couple more of these, then we can go ahead and, because I'm not trying to have the video go on too long. Now, some of these have gotten away from, okay, let's read this here. Psalm chapter 25, verse 5 and 4. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the Elohiah of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. Okay? Okay? And we're going to end it right there. I hope you edified by the spiritual content of this video. Press your like and subscribe button. And we need to come into just that understanding, and taking in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for he is the Elohiah of our salvation, not men. Remember, Revelation chapter 3, verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast to what thou hast. Let no man take thy crown. Yahweh Shai, he says, I come quickly. He didn't say, behold, a man come quickly. No, he says, behold, I come quickly. So we remember, Yahweh Shai, he's the one that's going to crown us. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, starting at verse 16. He's the one that's going to crown us, not some man. Not even your Hebrew Israelite brother may be having a bad day and Satan may use him to give you bad advice, him or her, to give you bad advice, and just to throw you off. That's why you got to watch it and be careful. Let no man take thy crown. Because remember, your brother, Israelite brother or sister standing right next to you, they are still subject to foul spirits jumping onto them and working through them to work against you. Okay? That's why Yahweh Shai says, I come quickly. Because we're waiting on Yahweh Shai. We're not waiting on a man. I'm waiting on Yahweh Shai. I'm not waiting on a man. Okay? And so you got to remember that. And so if you like my videos, press the like button, and it'd be wonderful. I need you to subscribe. Make sure you press that subscribe button, so that way you can receive more edifications of this word and notifications as to each new video that I put out. Okay, for that spiritual meat that your spiritual needs. Okay, and so this your Hebrews like brother Mashaba here in the city of Detroit. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders and the bishops of the great millstone that taught us this truth, and double honors to the hopeful elects and the hopeful elect ladies. Okay, and shalom, shalom, shalom.